bunch of fans are cheering like Maverick fans.
Oh, point 71 and 72 in the history of the NBA.
Indeed.
Got it.
Here in the corner, Luka goes in. How did he do it?
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang!
At the age of 16, Luka Doncic became the youngest player in ACB history to play for Real Madrid, along with having the third youngest debut in league history. Today, Luka is now considered the fourth top player in the NBA overall under Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. He provides the perfect blend of a brilliant basketball mind along with skill and strength. He's even argued to be the best offensive player in the game. Overall, we know that Luka Doncic is absolutely ridiculous, and he'll continue to be a major key player in the NBA. Throughout this video, we're going to walk through how Luka Doncic is making waves throughout the NBA and making himself known as the dominant player he is today through breaking records, his gameplay, and mindset.
Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic.
After being selected third overall in the 2018 NBA draft by the Atlanta Hawks and then getting traded to the Dallas Mavericks for draft rights to Trae Young. Today, we could potentially compare this situation to when the Charlotte Hornets drafted Kobe Bryant in '96 and then traded him to the Lakers. The Hornets truly missed out on one of the greatest players of all time. And likewise, did the Hawks miss out on a great player such as Luka Doncic?
When you look at Luka's body of work, there's not a lot of holes in his, in anything that he's putting together right now. He's one of the best basketball players in the NBA.
From day one, it was clear that Luka was a special player. He had one of the best starts to an NBA player's career and in NBA history by recording the second highest scoring average of 24.2 points per game by a player before their 21st birthday. On top of that, he produced 21 of his 25 triple-doubles before turning 21, which is by far the most by any NBA player at that point in their career. Further, he joined Dirk Nowitzki as the only Mavericks to be selected as an All-NBA first-team player, and he became the youngest European-born player to start an All-Star game back in 2020 with Team LeBron. To top it all off, during the 2019-2020 season, he was the youngest player in NBA history to lead the league outright in triple-doubles by the age of 21.
We talk about premier perimeter players in the NBA. Right now, he's at the top of my list.
The fact is, Luka Doncic is a force to be reckoned with, and what he offers is more than just skill. With that said, let's hold on to skill for a moment. On December 11th, 2023, it was just another game in the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks were on the road and facing the Memphis Grizzlies. On top of that, Kyrie Irving was out with injuries at the time, so it was going to be a short-handed night for Luka. But it wasn't just any other game for him. The Dallas Mavericks won their third consecutive game that night. As for Luka, he had a 35-point game and ended up becoming the youngest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 three-pointers. He also became the second fastest player to reach that milestone in terms of games played, achieving 1,000 three-pointers in 351 games, while Buddy Hield did this with the Indiana Pacers in 350 games. Let's take a look at Luka's three-point game real quick. Against the Orlando Magic, Luka sits up at the three-point line against Chuma Okeke and then steps back to make the deep shot. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Against the Brooklyn Nets at home, it's a tie game at 120 apiece in the fourth quarter, and Luka is currently getting double teamed at half court by Royce O'Neal and Cam Thomas. He makes the pass to Josh Green, who returns the ball back to Luka, who then squares up against O'Neal again. Wants to make a three-point shot and is stuck with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Instead, finds Maxi Kleber and then gets the ball back. Now getting double teamed again at the three-point line and then makes a one-handed hook shot with 1 second left on the shot clock and banks it. The Mavs went on to win that game 125-120. It's clear to see how clutch Luka is in the heat of that moment. Speaking of the heat of the moment, against the Lakers with 11.8 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Mavs are down by 3. Luka inbounds the ball to Spencer Dinwiddie, who gives it right back. Luka makes makes the three-point shot with 7 seconds left and ties the game in the nick of time. The Mavs went on to double overtime and won the game 119-115. Let's take a look at two buzzer beaters where Luka comes in clutch once again.
It's Dinwiddie into Luka. Yeah, baby! Got a hold of it, launches it. Luka.
At this point, he's making a strong case for the league MVP this year. As of January 10th, 2024, he's number 2 for points per game in the league this season at 33.6%, just under Joel Embiid. He's also second for three-pointers at 135, while Steph Curry has 155. And lastly, he's 4th on assists per game. Luka has some of the best court vision there is, but rather than telling you, let's show you. Right when it felt like all hope seemed lost, Luka pulls off what felt impossible with this pass against the Pacers.
How on earth did he find Hardy?
Sometimes the dude doesn't even need to look to make his passes, such as this alley-oop against New Orleans, or distracting almost the entire Nuggets team on the floor, leaving Christian Wood wide open for the three-pointer, or against the Brooklyn Nets, where Luka sends a blind pass over his shoulders for Maxi Kleber to make the layup. Now, what else does Luka have up his sleeve? Against the Magic, Luka drives to the net, distracting both defenders, leaving Dorian Finney-Smith wide open at the three-point line, and sends a one-handed pass behind his back like it's nothing. Now, this isn't just luck because he does it again against the Bucks. Now, if we can't convince you quite yet on Luka's court vision, maybe these last 3 plays will. Against the Knicks, Luka makes the drive and then stops to make a quick jumper. Or so you thought. Everyone is looking to the rim, but instead, Luka sends the ball to Reggie Bullock, who is sitting at the 3 all by himself and makes it with ease. Against the Nuggets, Luka brings the ball into the field and is being double teamed. There are 2 Mavs players sitting on the outside at the three-point line, and you can tell that Luka is looking to make a play, but no one sees what he does next.
Averaging about 13 for the duration of his career. A beautiful pass.
Instead of sending the ball to Finney-Smith, who is closer to him, he sends a right hook laser pass all the way to Spencer Dinwiddie, and the rest is history. Next up, against the Bucks, Luka brings the ball in from half court and looks to Dinwiddie for the pass, but instead makes the pass to open Dwight Powell for the layup. This is why you could tell as a kid he was going to be something special. And after everything we've seen in him, it only makes sense why Luka Doncic became the 6th youngest and 7th fastest to score 10,000 career points. In the 33 games he's played between October 25th to January 7th, 25 of those games have been 30+ points, and he's continuing to rack up 30+ point games. On top of that, on January 26, 2024, against the Atlanta Hawks, Luka became the 4th player in NBA history to score 73+ points, along with Will Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant, and David Thompson, and the first ever to score 70+ points on shooting 75% or higher from the field. He's now become the 6th player this century to score 70+ points and the 10th in NBA history overall to join the 70+ point club. It makes sense why this guy is one of the top players in the league, because he's doing things that nobody sees coming. We can clearly see he's more than just skill, but he's got the mindset and strength to show for as well. Now that we've got an understanding of Luka's court vision and how lethal he is from the three-point line, he's still got more in his arsenal when he's on the court. This guy's ability to push through or improvise when he drives to the net is on point. Against the Lakers, Luka drives to the net to make the layup. He misses and then gets his own rebound, does a quick fake, and then makes the second layup to get the point. Now, against the Nuggets, Luka squares up against Zeke Naji, drives to the net through 2 other players, and makes the layup. The ability this guy has to cut through and get these buckets makes Luka such a diverse player. Against the Bucks, Luka squares up against Bobby Portis, drives the ball halfway to face a double team, and instead of trying to take it all the way to the rim, he improvises a fadeaway to make the bucket. Now, to top it off, against the Warriors, Luka sits at the three-point line to face Andrew Wiggins. He pushes through to make a drive, but then meets up with Steph Curry. He decides to improvise once again instead of driving to make the jump shot and call it a day. What can't this guy do? He'll miss his own on free throw to get the ball back and tie the game for a clutch moment. He won't just steal the ball from you, but will also take it to make a massive dunk in the same play, or just dunk on you because he can. Regardless, the dude is absolutely ridiculous with his skills. And you know who else is straight up skill and 0% luck? Kobe Bryant. Check out this next video.